Good morning, everyone. It's Jeff, Tommy, and Brooks, Goods Golden's farm. Let's give you a farm update today. As you can see, it's overcast, rain, storms last couple nights. Everything's okay here. Don't think we lost power at all. I do have the Bresse chicks with a electric brooder, so it's a concern. Don't have a backup generator here now. Walking up through the civil pasture here, up towards the barn and the paddocks. I made a little paddock move yesterday afternoon on the lambs. Moved them about 5 feet onto some fresh grass. They did a pretty nice job of putting impact on it. And about 24 hours, a little under 20, about 20 hours. So I moved them again this morning. This is the Premier 1 sheep netting. I do have a poly wire perimeter fence set up around it. I did order another 164 feet of this so I can have essentially about an 84 foot by 84, I should say 84 by 20 by 42. So I'll have a 42 foot wide by 84 foot long perimeter fence with this Premier 1 sheep netting. It's got electric on it. I just tested it. I've got about almost 4,000 volts on it. It's been doing the job here. As you can see, there's the lambs. I do have a pullet tractor inside there. I'm moving that every time I come up on the ground that the lambs have been on. They can sort through and spread out the manure and look for fly larvae and things like that. You can see here, I'll move this fence, this paddock this way, about 10-12 feet. You can see kind of the impact that they had on that 4 feet or 5 feet there from yesterday to the right of where they are. You can see the tall weeds. That's where the fence ended before, and then I moved them onto this grass that I've been mowing for several years, and they've got some real nice young forage of mostly, well, this is basically what it looks like. So it's white clover, not too much. Not too much clover can bloat lambs, so just take a look at that. But there's I'd say it's probably less than 10% white clover, maybe 10-15%, but that's about it. Hopefully that's not too much. I don't think it is. If it was a full stand of red clover, I think we'd have to be a little concerned, but they've got enough grass and they've got enough dry matter over here that they can balance their rumen, so I think they're doing well here. Everybody seems to be good. I did last night set up for the first time, or yesterday afternoon, set up for the first time a single wire perimeter fence, training fence. So on this side over here, oops, sorry, went too far. On this side over here, that was the outside perimeter fence. You can see along this fence here, I've got those black step-ins. They're about a foot or so away from the perimeter fence with a single poly wire, hot poly wire on it. It's about 12 inches off the ground. Training the lambs on that hot wire. Once I get the other perimeter fence later this week, the Premier 1 sheep netting, I'll set that up on the other end down there, and I'm going to set up a single wire about a foot from the outside of the fence all the way around it to train these lambs to how to use a single hot wire. I know it can be done. It's just going to take some training. They're not used to it, so I'll leave them, I'll train them for a month or so on it, and then hopefully we can use that to do paddock moves and move them to other parts of the farm and things like that once they get settled in here. So just starting that single poly wire. If I have to, I'll use 2, but right now I'm just going to try to get them trained to 1. 2 wouldn't be too bad. Here's the layers and prints. They're doing really well, looking good, starting to lay 4 eggs a day I'm getting now. expecting to have these girls start kicking in pretty seriously here. I'm just gonna take the power off of this fence for the boys. Okay, boys, not hot. Come on, it's not hot. They've already learned that what's hot and not hot, which is great. They can come through here now and not have to worry about it. This is give you an update on the girls here. And Prince, who was supposed to be a pullet, but he turned out to be a rooster. Nice, I think he's a New Hampshire rooster. And yeah, so got some Rhode Island Reds, got a mixture of multi-purpose hens here that are doing really well. I think she's one that's laying right there. I think both of those girls are actually laying. Beautiful birds, they're really healthy. Got a mixture of a little bit of everything in here. Walk over here and see what we got as far as eggs. They've all been laying. I think I have 4 hens laying now, and they've all been laying in this one nest box here in the end together. Let's see if I got anybody in here. Nope. Got 2 eggs here so far today in that box. So, got 2 eggs. They're getting bigger. I'm gonna check this box just to make sure that nobody's been laying over here yet. Nothing in these boxes. So I've got 7 boxes total here. I can move this eggmobile on the fresh forage with my tractor. You can kind of see how lush we got this grass growing here, and really looking forward to putting more impact on this forage over here on the left, which has a lot of weeds and brambles taking over. Have it look more like the seed plot here with the broadleaf grasses and clovers and this lush forage here. So looking forward to making the whole place kind of look like this with a lot of diversity. You see I still have plenty of stockpile here, plenty of grass. Obviously we've been getting a lot of rain here this summer, so we've not been in any kind of drought. You know, this grass here is, you know, almost knee high, but I do have a lot of some brambles and thistles and other types of weeds here, so I'm really hoping to put some impact on this whole farm like the lambs have done over there in the paddock they've been in for the last month or so. The girls are doing great. Prince is growing away. Walk over to the barn and give you an update on the 10 Bresse that I have that I hatched about going on, I guess this week will be 4 weeks. So once we get, I'm going to start integrating. I've got 4, I can't remember, I think I have 6 barred rocks, and I'm going to take out of that Salatin style poultry or pullet tractor and move over into that main coop. And then I'm going to move these 10 American Bresse chicks that we hatched out to the tractor. I do have one speckled hen from my friend Corey that got caught in the tractor and hurt her leg, so underneath it, so you gotta be careful when you're moving the tractor that doesn't happen. I was surprised that she got caught. I've been moving it for several months without having any problems, and she's an older bird, so I was kind of surprised. But I think when you move your tractor, just make sure you walk around and pick up the backside just to make sure no one got trapped. These girls are growing. I'll put the video down here so you can kind of get a perspective. I'm about 4 inches from the ground here, so they're getting big. I do have some crooked toes in here. This is a group of eggs that I basically found on eBay. Can't see their feet starting to get blue, but I do have some crooked toes in here, a couple pretty severe, and I'm gonna have to call those out. I won't be able to use those for breeding stock. Hopefully the one's not too bad, and it's just she's a hen. I believe she can end up being a hen and laying hen for me and still get along okay with her crooked toe. I won't breed her, but I'll probably select, of these 10, I'll probably select 2 or 3 of the best, probably 2 of the best hens and 1 or 2 of the best roosters. I'll probably select 4 of the best of these 10 to go into my breeding flock. And then I did get 25 chicks from Michigan, and I lost one DOA, and I've lost actually 4 or 5 since, so I'm down to 20 of these. I don't know exactly. This is the first shipment I've ever gotten in the mail. I've raised several batches of chicks with the same kind of brooder style, nipple waterers, same feed, so I'm not sure exactly why I lost 5 chicks. I lost 4, and then I lost another one. So the only thing different is they did get shipped in the mail, and that's, sometimes I guess they can be handled kind of rough, but I'll take the lid up so you can kind of see them. I think these are all pretty healthy now, and they should be hopefully good to go, no more loss. And yeah, they're going well. I've got 6 more coming from Bresse Farms, and I believe they're in Mississippi. I think they're coming like the week after Labor Day, so I'll have 6 more Bresse. I'll have 36. I'll have 42 Bresse chicks to choose from to start my breeding flock, and I'm going to do a spiral breeding program with different. There's Tommy chilling. There's Brooks, being Brooks, and Prince crowing, and lambs on fresh grass. So everything's good at Goods Golden's farm. I don't know why I lost those 5 chicks, but it's farming. Loss is expected. It's a little higher percentage than I'd like to see. Now that I've got these bloodlines from 3 different sources, I'll be able to breed my own and hopefully sell chicks is my goal. And selectively, of the 42 that I'll have, I'll probably I'll probably keep 2 or 3 good roosters and 25 to 30 hens out of the 42, and I'll just select the best of the best. And those will be, I'll probably have 2 breeding pens with 1 rooster in each, and then maybe a spare rooster that I might keep that's nice, that I'll probably put in with those hens, and if he gets along with Prince, okay. There's going to be about 45 or 50 hens with Prince, and if I want to crossbreed some of those birds with Bresse, I can do that as long as he gets along with Prince. If he doesn't get along with Prince, then I may have to build a 3rd breeding cage breeding coop to make sure I've got the crossbreeding the way I want it. And those will be birds that will be layers and or broilers. I will start a broiler once I get these chicks raised up. Some of the rooster calls will end up being broilers. 3 of the roosters I'll keep. Hopefully keep 1 from each different farm, each different breeder. So I've got in different bloodlines as much as possible. I mean, they probably trace back because they've only been brought in the U.S. twice. So the heritage is, the ancestry is there, but it's not as close as it would be if I would use them from the same farm. So I'll probably pick 3 roosters from 3 different farms and 3 different suppliers, and just try to pick as many good hens as I can, and obviously not breed the hens to the same rooster from the same supplier. So I think I've got a good plan set up. I'll pick these chicks out. I think my death loss is over. Hopefully the rest of them seem to be pretty robust. Beautiful morning. It's a little overcast, but everything's doing well here. Just wanted to give you an update. Everybody have a good day. There's Tommy, and there's Brooks. So long.